it's me, your girl MassXO, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I am actually going to do my best to give you a very quick mini tutorial on how to create shorts and TikTok clips in Davinci Resolve. And also a quick one for CapCut. I have done a screen like on your phone, because I know not everyone these days has a PC. You know, everyone has a PC. Not everyone is able to have all the things. Thankfully, Davinci Resolve is free. I am currently doing this on Davinci Resolve 20. I don't think there's any like points or anything after that. So yeah, I wanted to show you guys all of that. This is where you can see my Davinci right now. Let me minimize this real quick so you can see it better. When I click on Davinci, this is what shows up. This is what populates. You can see a few of the other things that I have, edited in here. We're gonna do a new project. You can see I already have one here that says TikTok, so on and so forth. I like to make a version of this, and then I go in and I delete whatever media I put into the pool, so on and so forth. But we're gonna do a new project. We can say Davinci TikTok. I don't know. We'll do something like that. I think that's fine. We're gonna hit create. This is what it's going to look like when you hit create. Granted, you will probably not have these little guides on that I see. I put those there. It should be down here where you can see. So I have the title, center, rulers, and guidelines. And that just helps me figure out where to place stuff when I'm doing it on my computer. So yeah, so this is what it looks like so far. The main thing I want us to go into is we are actually gonna go click on Davinci Resolve right up here at the top. We are going to go, isn't it preferences? Is this where your settings are? Yeah, this is where your settings are. And then it should be your video and audio. No, that's your sound. I'm so cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, guys. It updated on me recently, so I'm still trying to remember where everything is. It's down here at the bottom. It's down here at the bottom right. You'll see the cogwheel. And then you can see the video resolution. Okay, timeline resolution, video monitoring resolution. I want to say there's actually, there's one where you can click it and make it where it's a vertical one. Use vertical resolution. Look at that, guys. See, it's kind of like we're doing this together, even though I'm by myself in my office alone, listening to my fiance leave out the front door. Holy cow. Is our front door always that loud? I don't have my headset on, so normally I don't hear all these extra things. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, use vertical resolution and save. Ta-da! Look at how nice that is. Isn't that nice? Look at that. You're then going to want to go to media. This is where you can actually go in and pick the media you want to do. You can even drag and drop it into your stuff. So we can just go here to like, oh, those are my exported clips. We'll just go into like some clips here, That's what we'll do. We'll just do some random one. We'll do this little Lego one that I have. But you can just drag and drop, which is really nice. And then you can see that it'll actually pull up every clip that's in there, but that one's the one that is selected. You can see it there. However, that's just the main way you can get all, like I normally put all of my exported clips in, like you saw, into one folder. So that's normally how it goes that way. We can do this one, that's fine, or whatever. But yeah. Change the project frame rate, change, just so everything's the same. That's why I like it to be like, it is what it is. Cut, so now, so you can see we dragged, since we have the folder here, it's open now. We dragged, this is where the media pool, this is everything we're using is gonna be in here. Then you're gonna go to cut, You can then drag that into the actual timeline, so that way you can see where it actually is. We're going to want to go over to edit. Okay. I like to minimize this down so I can see everything. When you first start off, your clips are going to be linked together. It's very easy to unlink them. You're going to want to unlink it from your audio so your audio doesn't get doubled up a lot. Okay, guys? So you're going to do this right here. Link clips. Just uncheck that, unselect. Now you can select everything individually. There's a reason we want to do this. We are going to copy and paste this clip, just the visual, 2 more times. So we're technically going to do it 3 times because of the way Davinci normally does, okay? You can use hotkeys in this, okay? So what I normally do is I hit Control-C. That is what's going to copy the clip. Since I like our timeline to be right here, because this is what's going to do, I'm going to Control-V. It's going to override that clip. That's fine. It's still there. It's still real. Everything's fine. Okay. We're going to hit Control-V as in Victor again. And 1 more time. Now we have 3, but none of the audio. That's why we unlinked the clips. Okay. I am then going to click this and pull it up. So it's another video line. We're going to do the same thing with this, but on a 3rd level. That way we have 1, 2, 3. Now at this point, you can link them all back together if it makes it easier for you. I normally don't, just because I'm just trying to get the actual layout down. And normally this is when I get inspired to decide when I'm going to cut, do things, so on and so forth. But this is the main thing here. I know the main thing you guys want is the layout I use when I post my clips. So that's what I'm trying to focus on for you guys right now, okay? So we have that. Next thing we're going to do, this one, this little bitty right here, that is what you're actually going to see. So why can't we see it though anymore? Oh, I know why. Guys, forgive me. So you see this one is the one that we want to have blurred out. Okay, so you can see it's already full screen. I want to keep the bottom one full screen. This is the one that we are going to add an effect to. Okay, the effect I like to use is the blur. The I don't know how to frickin' say that, but that's the blur I use. So you can find that under toolbox. Resolve FX. It's fine. I just saw toolbox open. Resolve FX, filters. You could go through here. You'll see it, but here's the blur. You just drag and drop. Drag and drop. You won't see it yet because these 2 clips are on top of it. This is the bottom layer, but that is the one we want the blur on, and we now have it. You can see it right here. You see that FX? You see that FX right there? We have it now. So that's what we want to do. Okay, cool, calm, collected, awesome. Next, we are going to do the masking for my face cam. Okay, and so it's very easy. So you want to go to your top clip. So the highest clip, V3, you're going to want to select that one. Okay, we are now going to go to the bottom and we're going to go to Fusion. Okay, so you're going to click that. And then you'll actually see the full clip. Okay, you'll see that this is chosen. That's awesome. Next thing you want to do is we want to go to either the rectangle or the ellipses, whichever you want. But that is your masking tool. This is how I mask my camera. Okay, so what I do is I take this and I try to find the center here, and then you just make it work for the size of your camera. Okay, it's gonna take some finessing. I'm never always perfect with it. You've probably seen like that weird outline on some of my stuff, and that's okay. We are human. But you can see, like, so that's the cam, right? Normally, I've seen a lot of people stop here. If you notice, like, look at my camera right now that I'm in. You see how it's curved? You see these nice little curves right here? You can get that same effect on your camera in the square if you go over here and you go to corner radius, and you can just make it match perfectly. It's so nice. It's so nice, guys. You can't see it because of my camera. I just realized that. toggle cam. I'm trying to do this like quick, calm, and easy for you guys. So you'll see right here, this is the corner radius. So it was 0 before. And then when I pull it in, you can see how it starts to move those corners, and I can do it so it matches what I already have, which I think is really good. Okay. Then we can go back to edit, and you'll notice it looks a lot different, right? We want to go ahead and crop this one. Okay, wait. Go back to transform. The reason we want to go back to transform is so we can actually crop it and see what we see. Because see, now it's just my cam. You see that? Isn't that glorious? But we see that here. I want to actually go ahead and crop this though, so it's easier for us to move around. So I'm gonna just do that. That's already gonna help so much. Ta-da. Oh. Ta-da, look at that, there I am. There I am, guys. And then I just keep cropping it. And I'm not, again, it's never perfect, it's never the same, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that whatsoever. And then the reason I have the guidelines in is normally this is where the top of the, like, you know, like whenever you look at your phone and you see like the top thing right here on TikTok and you're scrolling, that's normally where that is. And so normally when I have the guideline here is I make it like that for a reason. I'm literally recording right now. You're really messing me up right now. Everyone in the comments better yell at Chef Mike, okay? Oh my God, are these mini butterfly gummies? All right, you're forgiven. That was cool. He even brings me gummies while I record. Guys, it's fine. Everything's fine. I need to actually unlock my phone though. I didn't want y'all looking at what I'm doing, you weirdos. But yeah. So, but that's the reason I have those guides on. They help me make sure, like, you can even do it up like to where it's just that there, but that's why I have that there. That's why I have that there. And then you can make it smaller, what have you, whatever you need, so on and so forth. It's great. Next, the middle one. This one, you just need to have it on transform. We just want to zoom this down. Because you see, you can drag here, which is really nice, until I don't see my goals anymore. I grab this little corner and I just drag this down until this is like right at my chin. And then there you go. You shouldn't be able to hear it or anything, but that is how you get it to where you get the layout I used, where it has the nice blurred background. You can see my cam, and then you can see the gameplay. You can even shrink down what it looks like, so on and so forth. There are always the things you can do with that. Like sometimes I will actually take this clip and I will actually, like, I know especially in CapCut, like I'll have it down here and then, and then I'll take my cam and I'll make sure my cam is just a little bit smaller than that. And that's how I normally know the sizing is right for everything. But that is how you do that. Now to export, you're gonna wanna go all the way over to deliver here on the bottom. Okay, you can pick the name. And then I really don't mess with anything else because you can see it says use vertical resolution, which is really, really nice. You don't have to worry about that. I make sure it stays on the same way. Like I really don't mess with any of this except for the location, which that is where you want the video to be exported to. You would then hit add to render queue. It's telling me, it's like, hey, I need you to pick where this goes. And I'm like, I understand that. But this is just for shits and giggles, but it's fine. So I added it there. I add it there, you know, really nice. You want to make sure this whole timeline, entire timeline is highlighted so it knows to do the whole thing. You will render all, and then it's rendering your clip for you. And that's how you do it. You can add text in Davinci. You can add little effects and stuff like that. I definitely suggest you guys look around, play around, see how you like it. But I enjoy Davinci a lot. I love that it's free. I love that it's accessible. And once you get the hang of it, you'll be good. You'll be good to go. You won't have to worry about anything. All right? Next thing I need to show you guys. So the next thing I need to show you guys is the CapCut one. And I want to show you that one from a phone perspective. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about it. And as I talk about it, it should show my screen share that I recorded for you. So I'm gonna literally pull up my screen recording that I made of it. Oh my God, I found it. Okay, so you open up CapCut on your phone. You are wanting to select your clip, because you can download your clips from Twitch. Just make sure you do it in landscape. That's always what I recommend people. You're going to kind of do the same idea that we did on Davinci. You're going to want to first set your aspect ratio, and they have one. CapCut has one just for TikTok, which is really, really nice when you're on your phone. You're then going to want to duplicate that clip 2 times, so you have 3 of the same clip. You'll scroll all the way over. You'll choose it as an overlay. It'll move it to the overlay level. You'll see this weird ending thing that CapCut adds. You can go ahead and take that little thing, and I delete it then, and then I take the clip and it goes underneath, so it's reverse of Davinci, whereas like it was our camera, our gameplay, our background. Now it's going to be our background, our gameplay, our camera. So when you make that clip on the end and overlay, you'll throw it down, drag it all the way over, go to all the way back to the end to that other clip, choose it to be an overlay. Once you click on it, drag it under the clip you just dragged under all the way over, and then you'll see the 1, 2, 3. Hey, it's your girl Mask, post edit. What I want to remind you guys is your duplicate clips that you made, the overlay for both of them, you'll see that I'm paused on it right now. I hope it's at the right spot. I forgot to say this. Make sure you mute your 2 overlays you made. So again, your audio doesn't double and your clip isn't like annoyingly loud. So you can see me doing it on the screen share. I just forgot to talk about it. But I just wanted to let y'all know that. Okay? Okay. Love you, kisses. Bye. You can again go to the first clip. We're doing great, guys. You can go to the top clip, which is your background. You can go ahead and expand that puppy. Because in Davinci, it's already expanded. And in CapCut, it's not going to be. So you just, your fingers, you pinch and zoom, and you'll make it larger. You can then go to effects, and I just like to use the blur effect. It's the standard blur effect. It's free. You don't have to pay for it, nothing like that. And then I click on the blur effect to like adjust the settings of it, and I bump that down to 15. It's really blurry at first. I feel like it's a little bit extreme, so I try to bump it down to 15. That's what I normally do. I bump it down to 15, and then you do that. Next, I go all the way to the bottom clip, and that is when I will try to get it to play so I can make sure I track along. I'll go down to the bottom clip, and that's when I will start the masking feature in CapCut. It's harder because it's on the screen, so you're looking at your little phone and everything like that. But what you will do is you will crop it to where your face cam is, if you have a face cam. I just try to get it as close as possible to the edges of my face cam, just to make it to when I do the masking feature, so I can, the soft edge, the corners that we were talking about before. That way that is as close as possible and easier to see whenever I do it. So you'll go ahead and crop it. Once you're done and you accept the crop, that's when you will scroll on the bottom all the way over, and you'll see like all the way over to the end, which is like you're going this way, and you'll go to the masking feature, and I choose the rectangle, and then you just try to make it fit as much as possible. You'll see the little curve thing for the corners if you want that at the end, and that's where you can go in and curve it. But you can make your cam a heart, you can make it whatever you want, which is really cute in CapCut, which we love. That is when, and so you know how I use the guidelines to know where to place everything in Davinci. In CapCut, they have the same ones, but they pop up automatically when you're holding things. So I try to make it to where the line at the top is like just above my head. And then I pull the gameplay down to where the line at the bottom, it touches it. And that's normally always where the caption is. So you can always see as much of the gameplay as possible. And that is how I do it. And then I export it, and you can export it however you like. I'll throw up here a screenshot of how I do it. I do turn off the AI feature where it like makes your video better or whatever. It doesn't. It looks weird. I don't like it personally. It's not my favorite. Y'all know how I feel about AI. AI makes me very uncomfortable. I am not a generative AI fan at all. But that is how you use the CapCut one. Please let me know if you have any questions or anything like that when it comes to like specific effects and things that I have done, where it comes into finding audios and stuff like that. I genuinely hope this helped. I felt like I was just yapping the whole time. I know that's kind of like what's supposed to happen, but you know, we don't gatekeep in this house. So I really just wanted to make sure that, you know, you guys compliment me all the time on my shorts and stuff, and thank you so much for liking my content that I put out. I really appreciate it. So that way, if you want to make content, you are able to. Yeah. So if you lasted this long, please subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Reminder, I am mainly a variety streamer over on Twitch. So if you want to catch a stream there, I am live Wednesday through Saturday, 6 p.m. EST. I always post my schedule on Twitch and in my Discord. Yeah. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope it helped. Okay, I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.